When your cat leans hard into your hand in one spot and pulls away in another, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? You feed them, you pet them, you give them a good life, and that sounds like enough. But here's what most owners never realize. Your cat has been communicating with you every single day through a language built over thousands of years of evolution. And most of what they're saying is going completely unheard. There are things your cat quietly craves, specific things, hardwired into their biology, that most people walk right past without a second thought. Stay until the end, because the last thing on this list is so simple that most owners overlook it every single day, and it might be the most powerful thing you've never done for your cat. When you hear it, you'll understand why. Most people pet their cat the same way every time. They stroke from head to tail, maybe try the belly, and assume that, because their cat didn't walk away, it must have been good. But tolerating your touch is not the same as melting into it. There's a quiet difference between a cat that puts up with your hand and a cat that presses into it, like they never want you to stop. The spots your cat is actually craving are the scent gland zones, right along the cheeks, beneath the chin, and at the base of the ears. When you scratch those areas slowly, something real happens inside them. Their body releases facial pheromones, chemical signals that tell their nervous system, this is safe, this is comfort, this person is home. A study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats showed significantly more positive responses, slow blinks, purring, deep head pressing, when touched around the head and cheeks, while cats touched in the wrong zones showed subtle stress signals most owners never even noticed. You're not just giving them a nice scratch. You're speaking directly to the part of their brain that decides who to trust. And once you start touching them the way they're wired to receive it, the way they look at you will never be quite the same. Most owners treat playtime like a game of chase. They dangle the toy in the air, swing it fast, wait for their cat to go crazy. And when the cat loses interest after 30 seconds, they assume their cat is just bored or picky. But your cat isn't bored. You're playing wrong. Cats are not chasers. They are ambush predators, built by instinct to stalk, wait, calculate, and then strike. The catch is where all the satisfaction lives, not the chase. When you keep a toy moving too fast or hold it just out of reach, you're activating their prey drive and then denying them the one moment that makes the whole thing feel complete. It's like being handed a meal and never getting to eat it. The fix is something most people would never think to do on their own. Slow the toy down. Let it hide. Let it stop. Make it behave like something small and nervous that doesn't know your cat is watching. And then, let them catch it. Let them grab it, bite it, kick it with everything they have. That moment of capture triggers a release of dopamine that satisfies something ancient in them, something that has nothing to do with toys and everything to do with feeling like themselves. Once you start playing this way, your cat won't just play longer. They'll come find you when they want that feeling again. That's not entertainment. That's trust being built through instinct. A 2022 study from Paris Nanterre University found something that changes the way you think about every conversation you've ever had with your cat. Cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's, but only when the owner spoke in short, soft, slightly higher-pitched phrases. When owners used their normal adult voice, their cats barely reacted. But the moment they shifted into that gentle, warm tone with short little sentences, their cats became visibly more alert, more present, more drawn in. Most people either talk to their cat in a completely flat adult voice or overcorrect into loud, high-energy baby talk that actually overwhelms them. The sweet spot is quieter than most people expect. Calm, brief, like a conversation between two beings who already understand each other and don't need many words to prove it. What most owners never realize is that this isn't just about getting a cute reaction. Every time you use that tone consistently, you're building something. Your voice becomes a signal. Over time, the specific sound of you speaking softly becomes something your cat's nervous system associates with safety, with stillness, with you. You're not just talking to your cat. You're becoming a sound that means home. What if one of the most powerful ways to bond with your cat took less than 2 minutes a week and required nothing except your open hand? Most owners follow the same routine every single day. Fill the bowl, set it down, walk away. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what gets lost in that routine is one of the most primal bonding opportunities that exists between a human and a cat. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to their kittens. That direct act of offering food is one of the very first experiences of trust a cat ever has. It is wired into them at a level that goes deeper than training, deeper than habit. When you take a few pieces of kibble or a treat and offer it from your open palm, you're not just giving them a snack. You're speaking a language that is thousands of years old. You're telling your cat, without a single word, I provide for you. You are safe with me. If your cat doesn't take it right away, don't force it. Some cats need a few tries before they feel ready, and that hesitation itself is information worth sitting with. The power of this is in the repetition. Once a week, consistently, something begins to shift. Your cat starts approaching your hands differently, not with uncertainty, but with a kind of quiet expectation. Your hands stop being something unpredictable and become something they trust completely. And if this is already changing the way you see your cat, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more owners who actually want to understand what their animal has been trying to tell them all along. Because we haven't even gotten to the last one yet, and that one is different from everything else on this list. Think about what life looks like through your cat's eyes. Every human in their world is enormous. You tower over them when you walk. You lean down from above when you reach for them. Even your love arrives from a place of height. Your cat accepts all of it. Every single day, they navigate a world scaled for something 10 times their size, and they choose to stay in it anyway. But they never get to experience you as an equal presence, someone who isn't above them, someone who isn't reaching, someone who isn't asking anything from them at all. So just sit on the floor. No toy, no food, no reaching out to pet them, no calling their name. Just lower yourself into their world and exist there for a few minutes with no agenda whatsoever. Most owners have never once done this, not because they don't love their cat, but because it seems too small to matter. That's exactly why it matters so much. When you sit on the floor, something quiet happens. Your cat notices. Maybe not immediately, but they will glance over. And then, slowly, they will move closer. Not onto you, just near you. That space between you isn't distance. That is your cat choosing to be with you, on their own terms, without any pressure, without any ask. And that, right there, is the purest form of trust a cat can offer. Not because you fed them, not because you played with them the right way, not because you said their name in the right tone, but because you made yourself small enough to meet them where they are. Tonight, sit on the floor, just for a few minutes, and watch what your cat decides to do.